With the boots, lasso, and hat, he looks the part. But as a black man, Maurice Wade doesn't quite match the American cowboy stereotype. Yet that's exactly what he is, on a ranch in Colorado. Growing up in the 1960s, his career in the great outdoors wasn't a given.
When I was growing up, all the movies we saw was Westerns. Okay, we always had Western movies. And all of my heroes have always been cowboys. I just saw white guys riding fast horses, and I figured that I'm gonna be the black guy to do it.
In fact, as this little-known museum in Denver, Colorado explains, almost a third of cowboys were black during the conquest of the Wild West. Most were freed slaves who chose the tough job of herding cattle, which also embodied freedom. History, though, has mostly erased this reality.
Children saw white cowboys, so they never thought about a black cowboy. James Arthur Walker invented the Hollywood hop, where you are riding on a horse, you jump off the side, you land on the ground, and you jump back into the saddle again. Now, that's in all cowboy movies. But no one knows that guy right there is the one who invented it.
Because in John Wayne country, Hollywood also played a hand in erasing the image of the black cowboy. As early as the 1930s, there were coloured westerns, as they were called at the time, but they were low-budget productions intended only for black cinemas in segregated America.
In the 1950s and 60s, during the height of segregation and the civil rights movement, network executives and movie studio heads, they didn't have the courage to put a black man on a horse and call him a hero when the rest of America was fighting over race. Probably the quintessential black Western would be Buck and the Preacher with Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte.
The United States is rediscovering its black cowboys, helped in part by the wave that shook the country after the death of George Floyd. From Texas to California, black people rode to demonstrations, showing that the horse as a symbol of power and conquest isn't the preserve of white people. In Los Angeles, Randy Savvy led the marchers.
Horses have always been in the fight on the front lines, against whatever the fight was. And for us, we're fighting the good fight, the war for peace. So for us, it was important to be out there on our horses, symbolizing that. The horses represent peace, they represent love, and they represent, the environment, and they represent nature. And for us, it's about value in life.
Today, a younger generation of African Americans is rediscovering the heritage of black cowboys. At just 12, Savannah Roberts has already won rodeo championship titles.
Myself out there to make sure that I make role models for the younger African Americans. I just want them to know that nobody can put you down. Like, nobody can tell you can't do this, you can't do that.
Her own role model, Charles Sampson, quietly made history in 1982.
Charlie Sampson,
when he became the first African American to win the World Rodeo Championship, an emblematic American sport.
Once America deal with their issue and understand that we're in the land of the free, we're equal, then race will not play a difference. So we're working on that as Americans.
In fields from political to scientific, it's white America that's written history. Today, the black cowboys want to reconquer the American West.